think they should legalize it?
Yo, they need to legalize weed because people's gonna smoke it regardless. Like you can't hold everybody back from stopping what they're doing. I mean, you see, weed already brought all these people together.
There's too much people getting arrested for stupid shit. You know, you got people taking in inmates, wasting money on, you know, maintaining people who are going in for, you know, stupid petty crimes. Like, fuck, it's time to legalize it.
Legalize New York medical marijuana.
I'm from Pennsylvania, and I'm here exercising my right to let you know that you have an opportunity to change. They need to know about the medical benefits. It's helping with a lot of ailments. Epilepsy, it's curing cancer. It has cured cancer since 1974. But your federal government doesn't want to tell you the truth because they're in bed with the pharmaceutical companies and the banks.
Well, I think that this is a war on consciousness. That they don't want free minds to be thinking for themselves and questioning authority. This will, legalization will create so many industries and so many jobs in the U.S. It'll also save farms. It'll bring industry back into the U.S. It'll free consciousness as well. So always question what the institutions of government, religion, the military-industrial complex, and the banking cartels tell you is wrong. Always question it. Think for yourself. Okay? Emancipation is the freeing of the mind, like Bob Marley sang. Okay? The redemption song. Okay? Your mind needs to be free at all times. Know your power. Know your own divinity. Okay? We are all infinite awareness experiencing a human condition.
So they should legalize marijuana. People like me who have patients in this world need something. The regular pharmaceutical medications do not work for me, and I am alive and walking in this parade today due to marijuana. And that's what we need in this country. Just leave us alone. Let us do what we need to do to have a quality life.
THC right now, they're doing a lot of studies that it's possibly stopping tumor growth. Kids need it for seed birds, it's stopping seed birds, people have to move to Colorado. We need to have the medicine available to everyone that can get it, and there's no point in filling up our prisons, wasting our money on a plant that has never killed one person in the history of Earth.
Here, you can legally smoke, relax, because it's like, except for that booze and stuff like that. I've seen more negative reactions towards other substances than marijuana themselves. At least that's my side of the research stuff like that. I don't know if it cures cancer. I don't know if it cures all this stuff. It certainly does. But what happened to me, it works out for me. That's as far as it goes for me.
Point is, from people in the hood like us to get arrested, do 3 days in a pen for such a simple substance as marijuana. The shit cures, it heals, it helps out everyone who's got cancer in any kind of way. It's fucking great. It helps for cataracts. Everything is proven medicinal.
I want marijuana legalized because it's too damn expensive. And what I mean by that is that 95% of the cost of marijuana is due to prohibition instead of the cost of raising the plant. Marijuana is a beneficial herb. It should be available to everyone. And it's way, way too costly right now because of prohibition.
Oh, peace, everybody. George Rhythm Martinez, standing in solidarity with the May 3rd Global Cannabis March and Parade. I'm really excited to be here. I'm a native New Yorker, and to be invited to be the Grand Marshal is really exciting, but it's because there is a moment in history that we're standing on, and this moment in history is the full decriminalization and legalization of this plant that God gave us, and so many healing properties and so many curing properties, and we've been unnecessarily on the other side of prohibition for too long. Too many people that look like me, look my brother here, have been the victims of targeted police assaults and arrests because of our relationship to this plant. And once we decriminalize this, you're going to have to deal with reparations, and you're going to have to deal with 20, 30 years of people who have been locked up and criminalized for no reason except that they enjoy a plant and they're nonviolent drug offenders. We're going to change this. The 420fication of the United States is happening. It's happening block by block. city by city. It's happening in different states. And New York, yo, get with the program.
Okay, I'm Howie Hawkins. I'm the Green Party candidate for governor. And I'm here at the Cannabis Parade to show support and solidarity. Our party and my candidacy wants the immediate adoption of the Compassionate Care Act for medical marijuana. We agree with what they say up there, release the medicine, heal the sick. We want to go beyond that and just legalize marijuana. It makes no sense to put people in prison for using marijuana. In fact, we want to go beyond legalization with taxation of commercial sales and reasonable regulations. We need reparations for what the drug war has done to people. We're calling for a Truth, Justice, and Reconciliation Commission to investigate the impact of this drug war, let the victims speak to their experiences, and then come up with recommendations for reparations to make our communities whole, because particularly working class communities of color have been targeted by this drug war. And too many of our people have gone to the prisons, and then they have trouble getting jobs. Until they're off parole, they can't vote. I mean, there's all kinds of consequences, plus what happened to the families in the community. So we gotta make our communities whole again. And that goes to the larger thing I'm running on, a Green New Deal for New York, full employment, living wages, health care, quality public education for everybody. And we fund that by taxing the 1% again like the taxes they used to pay in the 70s. That would raise the funds we need.
My name is Doug Green. I am the legislative director and a member of the board of directors of Empire State NORML, which is the New York State chapter of NORML on my shirt, the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws. I'm here today at the New York City Cannabis Parade and rally to end the drug war. And we're here to change the drug laws, especially those around cannabis. The most important critical issue here in New York State is getting a medical marijuana program. We've had this debated up in Albany for 17 years, and we need people to get involved, to contact their state senators, to let them know they need to support the Compassionate Care Act and bring it to a floor vote. There's now 21 states in the District of Columbia that have a medical marijuana program. New York State is way behind on becoming one of those states, and that is the main immediate legislative priority. We also have a full-scale legalization bill, which was introduced in December, called the Marijuana Regulation Taxation Act. It's probably going to take a couple of years before that gains major political traction, but we finally have a bill in Albany that would make New York State actually even better than Colorado and Washington State, because people would be able to have up to 2 ounces and not just 1 ounce as in Colorado and Washington State.
This weed has been from centuries. It's been found in King Solomon's grave, and it was known to be the healing, the food and the healing for the nation of the people. Good for your mental, good for your physical, and good for your spiritual, in and out.
Bring Dana home.
For sickness, for health,
bring Dana home.
from glaucoma,
bring Dana home.
leukemia,
now we have to deal with
lung cancer, poliomyelitis, all the known diseases that the nation from. So for that purpose, it's great, because it will do what it is here to do. Not just for the smoking and having fun, but for the real purpose of helping the sick.
I think we're going to get medical marijuana, because marijuana doesn't really hurt anybody who they would prescribe it to. For me, I don't have a good appetite, so I most likely would get it. I wouldn't take that much, I would benefit from it. I think there's a lot of sick people out here that would benefit from marijuana.